Welcome to Garden Time. Well, I am excited to introduce our new co-host, Ryan. Oh, I was expecting Ryan Seacrest.
Oh, Judy, I'm so sorry to disappoint you. But what won't disappoint is this new episode of Garden Time.
Welcome to Garden Time, where we are very excited to introduce our new co-host, Ryan Seeley. Welcome. And you know, Ryan is very famous in circles, in the horticultural circles out here in the Northwest.
Thank you, Judy. I'm so excited to be here and
Wonderful.
be part of the new Garden Time crew. I've been in the industry for over 20 years.
Whoa.
I've been in the retail side of things, on the wholesale side of things, and I know I've met many of you over the years. I was looking back the other day, and I found my first episode of Garden Time I was on. It was episode number 25.
Whoa.
Back in 2006.
Oh my gosh.
And it was so fun to kind of look back and see these old episodes and how much younger I was back then.
Oh, me too.
But I'm just excited to be able to be here and be a part of this.
Well, that is great, and we are so happy to have you. And coming up in the show today, we'll be taking you to the Oregon Garden and the Village Green down in Cottage Grove for their Christmas in the Garden and other beautiful Christmas events.
And also coming up in the show today, we'll show you some great gardening books that make great holiday gifts.
But coming up first, the Healing Garden at the Oregon State Prison.
You know, after staring at concrete and bars out of my window, just to see another concrete and bars, I felt like something was missing from my life. And I felt like this was the only thing I could control.
At the time, in no way did I ever dream it would be the plan it is today. It was a little minor scale, smaller healing garden, potentially a koi pond, maybe, if we could see it.
Due to the fact that we didn't have internet access, I reached out to my girlfriend, Maren Souders. So I asked her to look up some things online and send it to us. And she found Karisu International on a website. Before you know it, we got an email from them asking to set up a conference call. We told him about our idea. It was such a simple idea, right? To bring some nature and some beauty and something cultural into the institution. And he felt so connected to the project and so inspired by it that he said he would like to help us if we'd be willing to accept his help.
It was a very powerful meeting. When he shared with us, the executive management team here, he shared with us his vision of nature and what nature does for the healing process of an individual, but more importantly, what it would bring to an environment in a correctional setting and the healing it could provide and the beauty it could bring. And so we met with him, and when he walked out, we all looked at each other and said, how do you tell that man no? I mean, it was a very moving opportunity for us, His vision and what it meant to him and what he was able to transfer to us was just amazing.
Prison can be divisive, prison can be segregative, and that is the culture. So there was 188 adults in custody that lent a helping hand and volunteered to construct this garden. And that's amazing because none of them expected anything in return. So all this was built from their heart.
Every garden is different because we are dealing with nature, and the Japanese garden is utilizing every element, including universe, you might say,
Right.
is try to make with the elements, which is common sense, is the dirt, borders, and the trees, waters, sound, light, dark, and twilight, morning sun, anything you can utilize to make the garden to effect to the inner sense of the human being. That's we call healing garden.
For me, the moment the trees came in that day, I hadn't touched a tree in over 20 years. Just the feel of the bark, the smell of the pine needles, it brought me to tears, literally. it felt like I was given a great honor.
That it's not just walking through a garden and observing beauty. It's about self-reflection and understanding the changes and the transitions in life, and the ability to let healing happen through nature and through the garden.
We have to put others first before us, and I think that's the most rewarding thing, and everything else will eventually work out.
I think if I had to put one word on the healing garden here at the Oregon State Penitentiary, be inspiring. Because this event, and I don't know if event's the right word, but it's been this process has been inspiring from day one to the individuals that came up with it to now, and will continue to inspire others. And when I say inspire, it's not just inspire the adults in custody, it's inspired the staff, it's inspired our executive management team, it's inspiring the public to come in and see what goes on in the correctional settings within our communities and our societies. So I think this is just the beginning of inspiration of how we may be able to do business differently or better in the future. And we kind of have a new motto here at OSP that we're going to change the world one interaction at a time, and the Healing Garden is going to provide an environment to do that.
Garden Time is brought to you by Portland Nursery, a passion for plants, a nursery for plant people.
The seasons are definitely changing, but at Portland Nursery, the one thing that never changes is our commitment to you, our customer. Whether it's helping you get ready for the holidays or getting your garden ready for the next growing season, Portland Nursery has the experts to help you prepare. Stop by and see what's new for your home or garden, then take home something special for the season. Portland Nursery, a passion for plants, a nursery for plant people, at 50th and Stark or 90th and Division.
Come to Aurora Colony, where fun and history meet.
Taste your way into the holidays at the Aurora Wine and Chocolate Walk. Wander historic downtown Aurora and visit over a dozen locations while sampling artisan wines and locally made chocolates. Your passport allows 2 people to enjoy this tasty journey, and it benefits a great cause, too. For your passport, go to aurorawineandchocolate.com.
Come to Aurora Colony, just minutes south of Portland, off of I-5.
Garden Time is on the road again. Join us as we tour Portugal and Spain in the fall of 2020. We start in Lisbon, where we tour the palaces and gardens of royalty. Then we make our way across Spain with visits to the Mesquita and the world-famous Alhambra. Enjoy the sights, sounds, and tastes of Andalusia before we end up in exciting Madrid. Local transportation, hotels, and 26 of your meals are included. Go to Garden Time Tours for more information, and we'll see you in Europe. Your chance to kick off your holiday season is at the Oregon Garden in Silverton and the Village Green in Cottage Grove. Come see thousands of lights and holiday displays while you wander the gardens. Visit Santa while you listen to carolers, then get all your holiday shopping done at the Artisan Christmas Market. At the Oregon Garden, you can also enjoy ice skating and tubing. Both resorts also offer special rates on overnight stays. Check out their websites for more information. Then come join us and create a new holiday tradition.
Do you believe all these beautiful Christmas lights behind me? I am at Cottage Grove, Village Green, and I am with Karalyn. And Karalyn, what do you do for the Village Green?
Yeah, so I'm the PR coordinator, so I do social media and I reach out to the media and try to get them here, like you guys.
Ah, great. Yeah. And you also work at the Oregon Garden, because we've been to the Oregon Garden Christmas lights, Christmas in the Garden, and that's always gorgeous too.
Oh, absolutely. That one's always, the best one to bring your family to go ice skating. But now we have the Village Green too.
And so if we come down here, what can we do down here?
Absolutely. So if you guys want to come and bring your family, we're going to have visits from live reindeer December 6th, 7th, and 8th. It's really fun for the whole family, especially the little kiddos. They love it. And we have a great music feature coming the 21st of December. It's the Chris Bouer family, and they're absolutely amazing.
And we saw Santa tonight, so really there's a lot of things to do if you don't come on those nights.
Yeah, absolutely. Every night we have live music, we have pictures with Santa, and of course we have over 500,000 lights.
Wow. And you know, I like it too because I can get some of my shopping done.
Yes, we have the vendor market, and our vendor market features local vendors from the area. And it's great to get all your Christmas gifts in one spot.
That is nice. And you know, you can walk around and it's like, it's not a quick little walk around. You can really stroll and just really be in awe of all the little vignettes of light. You guys did a great job.
Thank you. Yes, we put so much time and effort. We actually started putting together all the lights months ago. Yes, just preparing for this moment.
So Karalyn, for the Village Green Christmas Market, this isn't the first year it's happening.
No, yeah, this is actually our second year. We did have a couple smaller, more scaled down versions of this, but this is our second year doing, you know, a big light show, all the magical happenings, and everybody who came last year, come this year because we have new installations. We have new vendors. It's going to be definitely a new experience every single time you come.
Oh. So for many families, their pets are included in their family. So are they included in coming to this event?
Absolutely. We encourage people to bring their pets. We know your pet is part of the family, and you know they love to come to Christmas in the Garden or the Village Green as well. So they're more than welcome to come as well.
And so at the Oregon Garden, it's just a little bit different. Many more lights, aren't there?
Yeah. So at the Oregon Garden, we have over 1 million lights, and we also have ice skating. We have snowless tubing, and yeah, both of them are great.
They are.
Yeah.
And so if we're in the Portland area, it might be kind of far to come this way, but you have a package deal, so we can really stay overnight.
Absolutely. So the Village Green is offering this great package. It's an overnight accommodation that includes admission to the event. You get a great little green mug that's really cute, and you know, just why not just make a trip out of it? You know,
it is nice. And the same kind of a package or similar package at the Oregon Garden Resort?
Yes. Yeah. Exactly similar.
That is nice. So you know, this is amazing, and you know, it just started yesterday. So you have all the time till when? When does this end then?
The Village Green Christmas Market ends the 31st.
So really you can go to both of them, enjoy all the Christmas lights, all the Christmas festivities, and really bring your family and friends out and have a wonderful experience. Karalyn, thank you so much. This is lovely.
Yes, thank you so much.
You know, every year during the fall time and heading into winter, in our area, we get rain and a lot of it quite often. And you know what that brings us?
Mud.
Mud.
Mud. And who likes cold, wet feet when you're in the garden trying to get your chores done? Well, we found a great boot. It's called the Muck Boot. And look at them. They're really well made. They're 100% waterproof, and they're fashionable too.
You know, even our producer, Jeff, he has this pair that he just got. And I have to say that from 20 years ago, he bought a pair of Muck Boots, and honestly, they still look pretty darn good. And we know the work he's put into them.
And you know, there's so many different styles that they have created. And they're for men, they're for women, they're all different colors, they're different styles. This one is a great one to work out in the garden, but what if you have to go walk the dog or run to the store? You can just flip down this edge and you have this more fashionable boot to get to the store.
And you know, the best thing about the Muck Boot is it is 100% waterproof.
And also there's a special material that they use on the inside so that the moisture gets wicked away from your foot so your feet don't stay wet inside the boot.
So you're saying, well, you know, I need a pair of those. Well, you can go to gardentime.tv. We'll click you over to their website, and then you can find out, you can order them online or even the local places that you can drive and pick up a pair of your own.
Garden Time is brought to you by Capital Subaru, your way on the Parkway.
What's even better than buying a brand new Subaru? How about getting the best possible value from a place that's as trustworthy and dependable as a Subaru? At Capital Subaru, your satisfaction is our goal, which is why you can always expect the kind of service and selection that keeps you smiling. From our lot to your driveway.
It's the Subaru Share the Love event. Lease the all-new 2020 Subaru Outback Limited, just $339 per month, and Subaru will donate $250 to charity.
Capital Subaru, your way on the Parkway.
Welcome to A&R Nursery, where you'll find premium quality plants at near wholesale prices. Come see our wide selection of beautiful shrubs, perfect for adding privacy to your yard. Check out our collection of colorful shade trees. And beginning November 29th, see an impressive assortment of living Christmas trees in both popular and unusual varieties. A&R Nursery, located between Woodland and La Center on Highway 99 at Tonjes Road. Go to arnursery.com for directions.
Don't let the cold and wet get you this winter. Warm up to a season of heat with Grimm's Fuel. Grimm's has plenty of wood and heating oil ready to deliver to keep you warm all winter long. Stay warm and cozy with Grimm's Fuel.
Save big on new appliances for your home during the Black Friday sale at Standard TV and Appliance. Take advantage of store-wide savings, up to 50% off, plus 12 months no-interest financing. Get a Whirlpool stainless steel French door refrigerator, only $10.99. Or this KitchenAid stainless steel dishwasher, only $5.99. Hurry in now for savings up to 50% off during our Black Friday sale going on now. Standard TV and Appliance, Oregon's largest independent appliance company.
Find everything you need for this holiday season at Owl's.
Well, I'm at Portland Nursery on Stark Street with Sara. And Sara, it is the season to start getting our greens up, and you actually have lots of wreaths and classes.
We do. They're my favorite thing about this season. I love making wreaths, and we have classes and parties. So you can just, if you don't have people to come with, you can sign up for the class. If you've got a group of people that you want to come with, sign up for a private party. And then we also will make it for you if you kind of know what you want, but you don't want to do all the fun part. And then also our staff just makes these custom masterpieces that always amaze me.
Wow,
so
you have creative people here.
We got a lot going on.
So if you are not creative, come to Portland Nursery because they are all creative. And it's not just Christmas greens and wreaths and things, you have plants too. So let's go over and look at plants.
All right.
All right. And look who else we found over here by the plants. We have Elizabeth.
We got a baby back again.
And, you know, she reminds us, too, that there's always plants here at Portland Nursery.
There are. And, you know, people forget about plants a lot in the winter, but there's a lot of really festive plants, like these gorgeous red cyclamen. Wow. These amaryllis are just, they say Christmas like nothing else.
And they're so fun to watch.
Yeah, and one that I'm not sure we can see is the Dusty Miller is one of my favorites. It's got that snowy kind of look, but then you've also got these different grasses.
Beautiful.
Some different peppermints and things that can be used in the garden year round. So it doesn't have to be a dull time in the garden.
Not at all. And we want it on our front porch because it just goes with the season. That's lovely.
And it's nice to have your front porch looking nice when people are coming in for the holidays, you know.
Definitely. And really today's a big day for your company.
Yeah, it's Small Business Saturday. So we've got, you know, our open house going on, but in general, it's good to support small businesses, family businesses.
And you know, the best part about supporting local businesses, and you're supporting the next generation and the families of those businesses.
Family business, so how can you say no to that little face?
Oh, it's so true. Oh my gosh, it is right in the heart. So really, today is the day to come out to Portland Nursery on Stark Street and on Division. Enjoy the open house, get your gifts all taken care of, and have a great time supporting all the local businesses in your area. Thanks so much.
Thanks.
Located in the heart of Willamette Valley's hops, hazelnut, and wine country, Caddy Farms is a beautiful option for your upcoming wedding or event. Enjoy the diverse venue the over 40-acre farm offers, with manicured gardens, a private forest and spacious meadow, chef's kitchen, and covered patios. All just 5 minutes off of I-5 in Aurora, Oregon. Caddy Farms, now booking upcoming events.
The holidays have arrived at Garden Gallery Ironworks. Stop by our store in Hubbard and see the season in a whole new light. We have a wide selection of new and unusual gift ideas. From stocking stuffers and hostess gifts to large decor pieces, we have thousands of items to choose from. And don't forget the outdoors. We have gifts for the gardeners too. We also have a large selection of Kelly Ray Roberts items for you to take home. Give the gift they'll thank you for from Garden Gallery Ironworks. At Blooming Junction, fall isn't about winding down, it's about getting ready. In the garden, start the next season off right now. Fall plantings produce healthier, more robust, and drought-tolerant plants than those planted in spring or summer. In the kitchen, get ready for the holidays with fresh, organically grown produce from our fields. So, whether it's for the garden or for the kitchen this season, Blooming Junction is your place for quality, uncommon plants and produce for your home and garden.
Don't let the cold and wet get you this winter. Warm up to a season of heat with Grimm's Fuel. Grimm's has plenty of wood and heating oil ready to deliver to keep you warm all winter long. Stay warm and cozy with Grimm's Fuel.
Well, one of our favorite places to come for the fall and for Christmas time is to come to Timber Press, and I'm with Tom. And Tom, you're Senior Acquisitions Editor.
That's right, Judy.
So you know all about these books, and you have a great collection to show for us.
Well, thanks. We're excited about them. First off is Planting the Natural Garden by Pete Outolf and Henk Gerritsen. This is the book that initiated the new perennial movement about 20 years ago. This is a brand new edition, completely revised and expanded. This really shows you if you love that look, that billowy, colorful
Drifts.
look of the new perennial movement, this is the book that tells you how to do that. It tells you which plants work best in that kind of planting scheme, which plants go together. So if you're a Pete Outolf fan, and there are more and more of them these days, this is the book that will get you started doing that.
You know, I remember that from a long time ago, but it's so nice to have new pictures and new ideas.
Yes. With all of Pete's projects that he's done since then.
Oh,
included.
so many around the world.
Yeah.
And then really a famous author here.
Yes, Marta McDowell, who has done wonderful books for us on Beatrix Potter and Laura Ingalls Wilder, has now turned her attention to Emily Dickinson and her garden. And many people who love Emily Dickinson's poems don't really realize that she was an avid gardener. She loved plants and gardening and had a garden at her house in Amherst, Massachusetts, which is still open to the public, by the way. You can visit her house and see her gardens. And this has extracts from her letters and her poems, and just really delves into her love for plants and gardening, and it's really delightful.
That is going to be nice. And you know, on those cold nights and cold afternoons, it'd be nice to be reading a book about lovely flowers.
Yes.
And orchids. Wow.
Yes, next up, Orchid Modern by Mark Hatchadurian, who is the collector of orchids at the New York Botanic Gardens. What Mark doesn't know about orchids isn't worth knowing. So if you love orchids, but you've been nervous about trying them or scared off, this will take away your fear and your nervousness, because he tells you exactly how to grow them indoors in ordinary indoor conditions, all the little tips. And then there are these great projects you can do using orchids to make little terrariums or wall decorations or all sorts of interesting things. And then he gives you a list of all the orchids that are easiest to grow indoors for ordinary people who don't have greenhouses and who don't want to fiddle with demanding, hard-to-find plants. So it's really got everything you want for the orchid lover.
Wow. And you know, taking that fear out, I think that's the one thing that stops people about orchids. They just think, oh, they're too fussy, I'm not going to deal with it.
Yeah, yeah.
Very cool.
Next up, A Garden Miscellany by Suzanne Staubach. This is one of my favorites this season. It's such a delightful book. It's basically an A to Z about the things you see and find in a garden. But instead of being illustrated with ordinary photographs, there are these delightful illustrations that show you garden panoramas. And so each element then gets picked out and discussed. And for a reference book, it is such a pleasure to read. You can just page through it, enjoy the illustrations, read the useful and interesting information. So for a gardener, for someone who wants to find a gift for a gardener, it's the perfect choice. And just for yourself, if you're a gardener, it's such a pleasure to leaf through and enjoy.
Neat, just a little bit different take on it.
Yeah.
Very cool. Ooh, this looks interesting.
Yes, Nature into Art. This is about the wonderful garden at Wave Hill in the Bronx, one of the best public gardens in our country. And it has deserved a book for a long, long time, and finally it's gotten one. It's right on the Hudson River in the Bronx, north of Manhattan, with beautiful views of the Palisades, but it's an exquisite garden that's been developed over decades, with all sorts of different areas to it, perennial borders, conservatories, beautiful lawns and vistas. And the photographs in this book truly do it justice. So for the garden traveler, or for anyone who just wants to familiarize him or herself with one of the great gardens in our country, it's a great choice.
Wow, that sounds really interesting. Yeah. Whoa, and this is a tome.
And this is for the serious gardener who is into woody plants. The Tree Book by Michael Durr and Keith Warren. Mike Durr, as many people know, is the tree and hardy plant, woody plant guru in this country. What he doesn't know about trees and woody plants isn't worth knowing. Keith Warren is a local person, worked for many, many years at J. Frank Schmidt, a wholesale tree nursery just outside of Portland. So this is a compendium of all the tree species anyone might encounter or want to encounter. If you need to choose a tree or you need to get information about a tree, it's going to be in this book. And not only just the species, but all the available cultivars, which are the best for different purposes. So if you're serious about woody plants, or if you just need a really good reference book for your gardening library, that's got to be one of the best buys you can acquire.
Oh, it is a great reference. We talked to Keith earlier in the season, and we just had so much fun talking with him. And this is a little bit different, not exactly gardening, but we love nature.
Right, we're ending with a little bit of fun. Animals Reviewed. This makes a great stocking stuffer. It's a book sponsored by the Association of Zoos and Aquariums, and it's like a little review online of various animals and birds, and given stars and various ratings. So they're humorous, they're sort of tongue-in-cheek. Some are glowing reviews. Some are saying, well, this is not quite as advertised or as expected, but they're all funny, and it's fun to read. And the profits from the book are all going to various conservation and outreach programs. So it's a worthy cause as well. So if you need a little stocking stuffer for the nature lover or animal lover in your family, it's a good choice.
Oh, that sounds so much fun. It'd be fun to do on Christmas Day and just read them over the table. That'd be great. Well, this is a great way to have a gift for a gardener or yourself, and to spend those days in January when there's nothing to do outside. It's just too cold and rainy. Well, you can always go to gardentime.tv. We'll click you over to the Timber Press book website, and you can get all of these books for your gifts this year. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Judy.
Thank you for watching Garden Time today, and I want to say a big thank you to Ryan for joining our team.
Thank you, Judy. So even though it's the last episode of the season, don't forget to check out our Facebook page and our website for additional information throughout the winter.
Ryan, I thank you for watching, and we'll see you next year on Garden Time.
Garden Time is on the road again. Join us as we tour Portugal and Spain in the fall of 2020. We start in Lisbon, where we tour the palaces and gardens of royalty. Then we make our way across Spain with visits to the Mesquita and the world-famous Alhambra. Enjoy the sights, sounds, and tastes of Andalusia before we end up in exciting Madrid. Local transportation, hotels, and 26 of your meals are included. Go to Garden Time Tours for more information, and we'll see you in Europe. The proceeding was a paid program of the Guston Creative Group and its sponsors.